Okay, now you successfully downloaded the software, you've connected to the bridge, and what I have done is I plugged in my MLR72, and you can see the serial number up here. The first button I'm going to start with is the frequency file banks. And what this tells us is it shows all the available programs that are in our software. And it also, what it does is it breaks them in categories. So if I go to allergy, it's going to show me just my allergy programs. Or if I go to brain, it's going to show me brain programs. So let's stay with allergy. And if you notice on the left side, my compiler doesn't have any programs ready to put in the device. I'm going to pick this allergy general. And if I want to view a file, this is where I look to see what was inside or what frequencies are inside that program. So I'm going to come to the bottom and click on view files. And here's all the frequencies that are within that program of allergy general inflammation. Now, if I come over here and click on one of the numbers, in this case 116, it's going to tell me it's a VanGelder frequency and it's going to show me the anatomy it belongs to, the outer ear. Or if I click on this one, it's going to show me the pathology and it's the issue in the tissue or the pathology and the anatomy it's connected to, in case you forgot them. Now, there are going to be frequencies in here that are not going to give you that option. So if I go to 294, that's a VanGelder. It's telling me. But if I go to 200, there's one. 970, it's a VanGelder. But there's going to be certain ones that aren't. If they aren't a VanGelder, you can't click on them and get a definition. Now from here, if I was done and I said I want to send this one to the compiler because I like the way it is, I would send it to the compiler. And what it does is it automatically drops me down to the compiler programming set and shows my one program. I can transfer it right now if I wanted to. I can delete it. I can just subtract it. I can come back to allergy and say, I wanted just allergy, and I can add that one, and now I can transfer that. Now, I'm going to cover this more in depth when I go to the compiler button. So let me go back to the frequency file button and show you a couple of the other things that are here. Also, what I have is I have my frequency file bank. So this is created on programs that I have made. So I've either built them and I've saved them and I've given them names. Like this one's headache short. Instead of having a long headache program, I have a short headache program I created. And from here, I can add that. It'll just jump right back into my compiler. And of course, we change that number from 1 to 2. And then I can go to the compiler and add or delete whatever I'd like to do. This is where I would download from other places. Like, say, I had programs in my old mag bank from my old software. I can actually download the CVS file and bring it into this software. And this is where it's going to show up in my frequency file bank because this is my personal, not sharing this with anybody else. So basically, that's all that's here. We also have a button for community. If you wanted to share it with somebody, you can tell them to go to the community button and you can share a program with somebody, or you can just send them a CVS file.